And this plays 1 to 4 players and takes about 60 to 480 minutes to play. And this is a giant sandbox fantasy board game that's inspired by RPG video games. And this new campaign is a reprint of all the existing content. You'll be able to get everything previously released in this campaign, but it's also going to feature a few new additions like the Fierce Powers expansion, which I will get back to in a moment. And if you're unfamiliar with this game, this is a competitive game where players will be exploring a map, uncovering different tiles and quests, and engaging in different battles in order to gain the most reputation and win the game. At the start of the game, players will choose their characters, each with their own unique playstyle and skill tree for players to explore and unlock as the game goes forward. And depending on the scenario that players chose to play, the game will unfold in different ways, potentially engaging in multiple battles with that final dragon throughout the entirety of the game. Each round, the players are going to be taking turns performing actions, and in order to perform your actions, you're going to have a few action tokens on your own personal player board, and you're going to be using those to move around on the board or perform different location-based actions like mining for resources on the tile that you're currently located on, or trading if you're in a town, or engaging in combat if there's enemies, or completing any quests that you have the opportunity to discover. Each player's board will also have different areas to track things like health, your weapon upgrades, any potions, or abilities that you have unlocked throughout the game. Players are going to be using dice rolling in order to engage in combat in this game, and each monster is going to have a card associated with it, and depending on the amount of damage that you inflict on that monster, it's going to trigger a response, and then potentially inflict damage back on the player. This is where your weapons and armor and potions come in really handy, because this will allow you to manipulate your dice rolls, and also defend on potentially incoming attacks. The game continues like this until the scenario is completed, and then the player that has the most victory points at the end of the game is going to win the game. And there is a ton of different ways to gain victory points, but of course the most exciting way is by inflicting a ton of damage on that dragon. And of course the game comes with some beautiful miniatures for all the monsters and characters, and all the different scenarios will offer a ton of variety both in gameplay as well as difficulty. The new expansion is going to be adding 4 new scenarios, a brand new hero that uses animal companions who she can control using her powers. There's going to be new cards, new weapons, new monsters, and an additional type of elementals. There's going to be new map tiles and new abilities for each of the 6 heroes as well. And as always, if you are interested in this one, definitely follow along with it because it'll get you the Griffin Mini expansion absolutely for free. And if you did back the original game, you also get a €10 discount on this campaign for being a returning backer. And I almost forgot to mention that this one is also our Discord pick of the week, so give in to that peer pressure and check this one out.